Hey, back with another review. You already knew this one was coming. It's about Cocoon. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on this game that I was going to love it. I had a very enjoyable experience playing this game, and it is at the top of my list of favorite games I played this year. Why is this game so good? Well, let's get into it. Developed by Geometric Interactive and published by Annapurna Interactive, Cocoon comes from the mind of Jeppe Carlsen, the lead gameplay designer of Limbo and Inside. Cocoon takes you on an adventure across worlds within worlds. Master world-leaping mechanics to unravel a cosmic mystery. It's basically Inception with bugs. It is a unique take on the puzzle adventure genre where each world exists within an orb that you carry on your back. Wrap your head around the core mechanic of leaping between worlds, combine, manipulate, and rearrange them to solve intricate puzzles. And how do you do all this? How do you do all this combining and manipulating and rearranging to solve all of these puzzles? Well, it's actually just with one button. You actually move around with the left stick and you interact with everything with the A button. That's pretty much it on the Switch, and I really enjoyed this design as it allows you to be more immersed in the world. There's a beauty in its simplicity. It makes sense as games like Limbo and Inside operate in the same way, and I think the addition of more buttons would take away from the experience being created. You start off with one orb and begin your journey by interacting with the alien environments. There are platforms to jump, levers to pull and push, and buttons to stomp down that will activate lifts or open doors. There are areas to place orbs in, and those can activate bridges or activate platforms that you can drop the orbs in that will create a puddle of that world. This will allow you to jump in and out of this world. Each world has specific puzzles to solve, and you will need to switch between worlds and use the unique abilities found within. It can be anything from creating platforms, activating pillars that can be used as lifts, or shooting lasers to bounce off of walls. Each ability and world is incredibly unique. There are quote-unquote boss fights, and I put those in quotes as they are not traditional fights. It's basically another puzzle that you'll have to figure out. And it's not terribly hard, but it took me a few tries to figure out the specific pattern. And from time to time, you will also be able to get a little robot companion that will remove blocked areas, another puzzle within itself. There's a lot of positive things I would love to say about Cocoon, but I won't make this a super long video. It's a review, so I don't make this super crazy, but I absolutely love the visual design of Cocoon. Each world oozes with breath and color. From a somewhat windy desert to a murky swamp to an almost cyberpunk factory, each biome carries itself well in this universe. The mighty guardian bosses are towering, with each one of them bigger than the last. One of my favorite things to do was to jump from world to world just to see the animations. It made it even cooler when I had multiple worlds I could jump to. At times, you will need to carry multiple worlds in one orb and on your back to progress. What is cool and a nice visual flair is that you will see the world or worlds inside of the one you're carrying. Sure, from a gameplay perspective, this makes sense to keep track of what you have, but it also looks really cool. I also enjoyed the musical ambiance throughout my experience. Another nice mechanic is that when you have solved a puzzle or are on the right track, there are musical cues and flares that pick up to emphasize that feeling of accomplishment and progress. I know that I have a heavy bias toward this game because I've talked a little bit about it. I've talked about how this is going to be a bit of a sleeper hit, but I did try to see if there was anything that I could find faults with. I don't really think I found any. I did not encounter any performance issues, handheld or docked on the Switch, and the frames ran pretty smoothly. My only real thought that I could add is perhaps an actual story, but even as I write this and record this, I don't really think I want it. I remember thinking about that after I hit credits. Perhaps I was just sad that it ended. I wanted to see more. I think there's potential to build off of this universe, but I for sure respect this game for being its own contained story. Is Cocoon worth your time? I 100% think it is. At a reasonable price of $24.99 on the eShop and at about a 5-hour runtime, there is value to be had. If I had a rating system, I would give this game a 10 out of 10, probably even more if I was thinking more about it. I would not be surprised if it got any awards later on this year during the Game Awards. This might be an indie sleeper hit. But did you play Cocoon? If so, what did you think of it? And if not, will you be picking it up after watching this review? In any case, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments, and while you're down there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more indie game reviews, LPs, and whatever else comes out of my head. And I'll keep changing that last part because, why not? It is what it is. But thank you so much for watching this review. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. My name is Chike, and I will see you next time. Bye.